Hi. Okay, here we go again. So now we're on the solar plexus chakra. Super excited. Have to say this each time just in case if you don't know a lot about what I'm talking about is the chakra system. You might want to go back and listen to a video that I did previously about that. And there's also a warm-up. So in this one, we're not doing a lot of warm-up. We're spending a little time just on that particular energy center of our body. So our solar plexus chakra, the center of our body, the color of yellow, it's bright, it's fun, it's sun, it's also a little bit of ego. So we say we have to have our ego to be in this world, right? We have to have a portion of that, but we can't let our ego overtake the rest of our thought process. So you might find that sometimes our good willpower is an awesome thing to have, but when you become arrogant and angry and pushy, that might not be a balance there in that particular thing. So anger can be, housed kind of here in the spot, like things aren't turning out the way that I would like for them to be. And so we want to, stay away from those feelings of anger or flush those feelings of anger from our bodies. So physically, which is what we're going to be working with mostly today, is that it's this center, this core part of your body and your digestion. So how do you digest your life? And you might want to think about that. And how do you digest your food? Is your digestion in good shape? Are things working well? And we quite often think about things like, it's big now to do, probiotics and things like that. Is, are the good bacteria doing their thing, or are we letting the bad bacteria take over? So physically, things can be going wrong just in that area. So we're going to do some work on that today, and we'll come to stand. We're going to take a deep breath in through your nose and out of your nose, and relax into the ground. Great. So we always try to begin any part of this with, what's that focus? So we want to focus a little bit on that center of our body. So letting our digestion work, we might squeeze that a little bit, right? So inhale a breath and push the diaphragm down. So that means your belly is going to get big. It's okay. And exhale and relax it. So we're just starting that process of letting the diaphragm push against the belly. And it goes down. That's our breathing muscle. Exhale and release. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Great. So the next thing that we're going to do a breath called Uddiyana Bandha. And it's a lock, it's like we want to use this space. How do we use that space? Sometimes we do things called fire breaths and things like that. But it's, again, how do we use this space of our body? And when we can control that, it gives us this personal power that we generate. So we'll take our feet a little bit apart from each other, hands resting on your knees. Now, I like to turn my thumbs up, and I'm going to take this off. I like to turn my thumbs up and rest my hands upward in that position. So doing that, and then bending over. So when we look like this, right, our belly can then move. So if you just kind of move, make this movement, it's kind of like a cat-cow. So we're going to start with that, like making that movement. Pull your belly button in, and then up and in. So we're just trying to use the center part of the body here. Great. So release that. Take a big breath in. So the only thing that you're going to move is you're going to pull that belly button in and up underneath the ribs. You're going to do the best you can do to do that. And we're going to hold that. And then exhale and release it. Great. So now we're going to inhale. And exhale all the breath out. And now pull the belly button back and up. So you're holding the out breath and pulling that belly button up. And release the breath and take a big breath in. And we're going to do that again. Inhale a breath. Long breath out. Pull it in. And inhale as you release it and come to stand. We'll take a deep breath in and a long breath out. So focusing on that center part of the body today. So we're going to take and come to the top of your mat here, standing tall. Inhale. And on the exhale, we'll step back with your right foot. So just stepping back with the right foot and turning all 10 toes towards the front in the same direction, right? And then we're just going to inhale, reaching up, and exhale, fold forward, and come all the way down into a forward bend. So inhaling and exhaling here. So I'm assuming that everyone has gone to the warm-up video and warmed up a little bit before we got started today. And if you didn't do the video, just maybe a little bit of warm-up before you get started with these special focused videos. So taking your right hand, we're going to bring it in front of your face. Inhale a breath and lift the left arm up in that twist. And we'll bring it down, exhale. Inhale in the opposite direction, reach. Exhale. So we're trying to twist the center of our body. Inhale and reach. Exhale and down. Inhale and reach the other side. Exhale and down. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale and down. Inhale, reach. Exhale and down, getting that little bit of a twist in there, coming back to that forward bend. So wherever you are in your forward bend, maybe your head's on the ground, maybe you're way away from the ground. Doesn't really matter. You're getting the same benefits. Everyone's getting the same thing. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll walk our hands towards the front of the mat. We're going to take our front foot to the back. We'll be in a plank position when we get here. So in that plank position, push away from the ground. Toes are down. Breathe in and out. Holding the core here of the body. Breathe in and out. In and out. So we all have a right to be here. Inhale. So our solar plexus chakra, when it's imbalanced, quite often tells us that there may be doubt there. Inhale. And exhale. Great. And knees come down to the ground. We're just going to gently roll down here and walk our hands under our shoulders, our elbows underneath our shoulders for a Sphinx pose here. So we're open up the space in the belly. Chin's parallel to the floor, tops of your feet are down. Elbows down. So making sure that the elbows and the shoulders are in line. Breathe in and out. Good. Big breath in as you press your hands into the ground and bring your elbows out. Forehead is going to come down. Well, take your hands back and bring them towards your ribs. And breathe in, lift your head and shoulders. We're coming into cobra here. Bend the elbows a little bit. Breathe in and out. Curl the toes, inhale, coming to downward facing dog. So press away from your hands, heels towards the ground, even if they don't go there, it's okay. Little bend in the knee to keep the spine straight if you need to do that. Breathe in and out. And we'll bring the knees back down to the ground because we're going to come to sit. So coming around to sit on the ground, and we want to bring the bottoms of your feet down to the ground here. So bringing the bottoms of your feet down, and inhale a breath, bring your arms out to the front. On the exhale, leaning back a tiny bit here. So you could lift one leg here if you choose. You can also put your hands underneath your knees if you have trouble with this. If you can go into a boat, you would gently lift both. You can keep your knees bent, or you can straighten your legs out. So it's up to you how that feels to you. And this feels right to me today, and it's up to you. So you're reaching out to the front here. Inhale, exhale. Breathing in and out. We'll see how long we can be here, right? Using those core muscles. Inhale. Exhale. Feet coming down to the ground. Now we'll take our hands down and back towards our shoulders, like underneath the shoulders. Pull those shoulder blades together. Stretch your legs out again. Inhale a breath, and we'll begin to lift the hips up and looking up. Now, if that doesn't work for you, you can bend your knees and lift the hips up in this upward table. So just for a moment, breathe in and out. And then bringing the hips down to the ground. So we'll make some space here to lie down. Inhale a breath, arms out, and gently rolling to the ground. Just bring those knees right in towards your chest. Inhale and exhale. Feet to the sky. We're going to cross your right ankle over your left. Breathe in and out. And I start to make some circles, like if you were drawing the size of a beach ball in the air. Strengthening the core, really warming our core up here. Okay. And then we want to get that beach ball to be a little bit bigger. Draw a full moon. Do what feels good. A little bit bigger. And a little bit bigger. Control it. Slow it down. Not so fast. We're always doing things fast. Ooh. And we'll shake it out. So when shaking doesn't mean walk in, shake. Really give it a good shake. Feel those muscles loose. Great. And then we're going to cross the left ankle over the right. Inhale. So the opposite direction of what you were just going. Doesn't matter which way it was. We're going to make a beach ball. Beach ball. Keep doing your beach ball. Good, and now we're going to take it more. A little bit wider. And then a little bit wider. Great, and then just going wide as you can, but control the movement of that. Controlling it. So when we control something, we typically have to slow it down. So slow it down. Good. And then we'll come back to center. Take a breath in and shake it out as you exhale. Shake, 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 shake. Roll your ankles. Point. Flex. Put your feet back down on the ground. I'm going to bring your arms really close to your body here. Feet come in close to your hips. We want to keep them inside the hips. You can bring them closer for a deeper arch. You can bring them out underneath your knees, but we try to keep them at least our heels underneath the knees. Palms of your hands down. Inhale a breath and lift the hips up to the sky. So once you're here, maybe rocking from side to side to see if you can lace your fingers underneath you. Now, if that isn't something that works for you, it's okay, right? If your hands are up like this, then you probably don't have a lot of that flexibility, so that's all right. You just keep those hands down on the ground because you want to get the maximum out of the pose. So, we take it to the next level if it's right for our bodies. Inhale and exhale here. So on your next inhale, begin to push a little bit from your feet up to the heart space right in the center of your chest. Exhale. And then release the hands. We're going to bring our hips down. Shoulders come forward, and we want to give yourself a hug here. Just give a little hug. Good hugs. We have to hug ourselves lately, right? Inhale. And exhale. I'm used to getting all kinds of beautiful hugs from my students. And I miss those hugs. Inhale and exhale. My friends, soon we will be back together. We want to take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Good. Now, bottoms of your feet are going to come together here. And we want to allow the hips to relax. And we're going to place our hands on our solar plexus and our sacral area. So right hand on the solar plexus, left on the sacral for a moment. So if you just kind of balancing those, our changes and things, it's okay, that take place in that energy of our sacral, having to adapt to things and not letting our ego take over. And expressing ourselves as who we really are, a really important thing. Inhale and exhale. So yoga helps us do that, express ourselves in a way that is powerful and compassionate. And a big deep breath in. And let your belly rise up here. Exhale. And then taking your knees to the sky. We'll bring our arms out like a T, palms facing down. Take your right leg, cross your right leg over your left like your knee over knee. And we're just going to do a gentle twist here. So if you just lift your hips over to the right side just a tiny bit. And then we'll take our knees and feet over towards the left side and just kind of go down, down, down. And get into the twist the best way that you can there, keeping those legs crossed. All the way over. Now if you want to turn your head in the opposite direction, which you can do, that's fine, and get a little bit extra twist there. Breathe in and out. And then turning the head back to center, and we'll take that right knee first, bring it in. We'll just do this like little circles with the knees, bring them up and in and around. And then place the feet back on the ground. Center yourself back to the center of the mat. Cross the left over the right. Same thing here. We're going to press into that right foot. Lift your hips over to the left a little bit. and then gently start to take our legs over. And we'll just go over to the right side and maybe turning our head to the left this time. You can still look up, it doesn't matter about those extra things unless you're able to do them and it feels really comfortable. So if you have any kind of neck injuries and stuff, those are not always the best things to do. And then if your head is turned back to center, you'll bring it, and we'll take that left leg, we'll bring it in, and the right leg will follow. A little rocking here, side to side movement, then make some circles with those knees, and whatever works there for you. Feet back on the ground, center the body, and bring the arms back down to your side. This time turn your palms upward. Relax the shoulders for a minute, knees in the air for a second. Inhale and exhale. Feel grounded here. You can feel that. Feel the center of your body. Feel your solar plexus. It's right above your belly button in that space. Breathe in and out. And your personal power. Big breath in. This time, open your mouth, go. And we'll stretch your legs out for Shavasana. So again, letting your hips relax, shoulders relax. Feel grounded, feel peaceful, and stay here as long as you like. And thank you again for joining me. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, please do that. It helps me. And also you can click on the little bell. There's a little bell, and the bell will make sure that you get notifications when I put up a new video. Namaste.